After a long day of research in the Philadelphia library, Dr. Lizzie Grass is returning home to call it a day. As she trots through the metropolitan streets, her thoughts seem to still be reflecting on that which she studied all day long. What might be the focus of her latest research, one wonders? Perhaps a new assignment from places high up? Or maybe a new lead on her own personal quest. Whichever it may be, one thing is for certain. She will always be closely observed by friends, and even more so by competitors.
You seriously have nothing better to do, Sophie? If you actually were a scientist even close to my level, why would you waste both our valuable time with stalking me all day and obnoxiously narrating my way home?
What? Are you afraid of the competition? Who's even to say I was stalking you? I was just minding my own private business in that library, same as you.
And that annoying narration, was that also just your own business?
Sure, call it a quirk of mine.
Whatever. Since I want to believe that you would not just follow me around simply to annoy me, I suspect you have an ulterior motive. Get it out and then get lost.
Gee, some pony didn't find what she was looking for, huh? So I take it you didn't get to a breakthrough in your endeavors to make yourself into a unicorn through the use of science. Shame, given how obsessed you are with this plan, how your entire life has consisted of nothing but envy and resentment for born unicorns and their unfair magical advantages. But don't worry, I'm sure you'll eventually figure it out. And should I really happen to achieve that before you do, I, Professor Sophie Straw, will gladly be a generous winner and share.
Honestly, Sophie, can you get any more shameless with that unabashed exposition dump? Like, why did you spend an entire paragraph just reciting shit that we both already know? Just tell me what you want from me.
Well, isn't it obvious? This interaction serves as our introduction. None of the viewers have ever seen us before or even know who we are, and why should they? After all, you and me both are original characters created by Robotis, and I want everybody to understand that this is exactly the shameless OC insert that it looks like. Basically, I'm just here to make this clear.
Splendid. So now that you let everyone know just how brazenly Robotis decided to implement two of his own characters that likely no one gives a shit about, can you get lost already?
Of course, but be sure to stay in touch with me. As colleagues, we should both be working together, seeing as we basically have the same goal.
With the difference being that I was born an earth pony and grew this desire to improve myself over the course of my whole life. While you, on the other hand, are just a maniac. Born a unicorn, only to tear that horn from your face when you heard about my research.
What can I say? I was always convinced that I'm a better scientist than you. And when I find a way to become a full-fledged unicorn again before you do, Equestria will see that too.
The only thing you're superior at is your megalomania. That you as a born unicorn would have the audacity to take this gift away from yourself, only to rival me in my search for a way to create a functioning horn. Why are you so obsessed with beating me?
Well, it's my thing. I'm a joke, OC.
Oh, right. For a moment I was taking you seriously.
And that's why you will never beat me to the solution. You're thinking serious. Science and magic are two separate things entirely. But I guess you'd have to be a unicorn to understand that.
Okay, just one more word of you and I'll beat your head in with my bare hoofs. Go away.
Fine. Good luck, Liz.
This fucking copycat cunt. How can one pony even be so unbearably obnoxious? Huh? What's that? Hold on. Didn't I use this to...
Hello, Dr. Grass.
Princess Celestia. Fancy seeing you again. I honestly didn't expect to ever hear from you again after all that went down with my lab. What do you want?
Okay, first of all, it was still my lab. You might have designed it and invented the machines, but I paid for it, and I made use of it.
Fine, your lab then. But my point stands. Why would you want to waste your time contacting me? I'm through with you and your lies.
Lies? Oh, please. When have I ever told you a lie? Was I not open and sincere about my plans to use your machines for my great scheme of purifying Equestria? I always was very direct about my end goals, and it would be news to me that you ever had any concerns with that.
Oh, I'm not talking about your clones or the Recoloriser.
If it's not about any of this, then what is the problem, Doctor?
The problem is that you promised me a reward in return for my help. But as of yet, I have seen nothing of that. Which leads me to believe that Equestria's public opinion of you is nothing but justified. Not only are you a tyrant and a totalitarian, you're also a liar and a fraud. You broke your promise.
Now, those are some very unfair accusations. I would have upheld my end of the bargain soon enough, but my plan was not finished just then. Once my Recoloriser had released its full power charge and rid Equestria of this abominable color, I would have gotten back to you. But unfortunately, my plans were all foiled by the actions of one rebellious social justice warrior and her school of indoctrinated gorilla foals. Though, to be fair, they were merely the stones that set all in motion. The real ruin of my plans is no pony other than Twilight. Because who else would it be but a purple pony?
Look, Princess, ultimately I don't care what exactly caused our agreement to fail, but in the end, it did fail. So forgive me if I find no real inclination to striking any more deals with you. I simply don't have the time to invent another machine for you. Now that this chance of achieving my life goal has faded, I must more than ever accelerate my research. I'm sorry, but given the outcome, this affiliation proved nothing but a waste of time.
I shall look over the insolent tone in your voice, as this matter is an emotional one for you. Nevertheless, I advise you to think this over. I'm positive that my new plan will not be foiled, especially with the help of my new ally.
New ally?
That would be me.
Whoa! The hell? Where did you suddenly come from? Did you just appear out of thin air?
Precisely said I stepped out of the shadows over there. But it's all the same. What matters is my indulgence for your princess's plan. You'd be wise to listen.
And who in perdition are you now?
Oh, no one of importance. At least that's what I have been ever since. But by now I am tired of this world not taking me seriously. Being the punchline of a dumb joke and then being forgotten for months.
Okay, I see. So I guess that you're some overly edgy supervillain who shrouds himself in mystery because you're actually a character who's played a part in these sketches sometime earlier.
So to speak. My name is Ominus.
Ominus. Wow, that is such an intimidating name. Real incisive, that. So, what is the big plan you got? What's your goal?
It depends. All of us are primarily pursuing our own goals.
All of you? So there's more than just you and Celestia?
Indeed, there are a couple of members to our little association. All those who have been treated unjustly in this corrupted pony world. We all follow our own goals, and I am merely acting as a support, granting my assistance when needed. Though, despite us each having our own ends to meet, ultimately our enemy is common. The main six!
I see. Well, in that case, I'm afraid that I myself am not really fit for position in this gang of misfortunates or whatever. I might think the main six are highly overrated, but I don't really see them as my enemies.
Oh, really? So them only indirectly being responsible that you were denied the fulfillment of your lifelong dream is enough to look past their deeds? I must say this attitude impresses me. Had it not been for them, you would already be a unicorn by now. But I suppose you're one of those ponies who say the way is the goal. You probably enjoy the constant failures and beginning anew.
Hey, now hold on a fucking minute. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying, with that view on life, you will never be disappointed. Just keep on trying, not worrying if there ever are any results. It must be great, having an eternal purpose that you can spend each and every day chasing after without ever reaching it. With that, it looks like you're set for life.
Shut up! I don't know where you got that idiotic impression, but that's entirely not true.
Then why do you accept what they took from you?
I'm not! My life never gave me anything. Hopes and dreams are just there to be crushed. Why should I trust that this time should be any different? Oh!
Because I keep my promises.
The mirror. Is that me?
With the powers I possess, I can make it true.
Nah.
But I will only do so once my plan is fulfilled.
What is your plan this time around, Celestia?
Good choice, Dr. Grass. Now, my new plan is basically my old plan, but with a fair share of improvements. You're going to create a new secret lab for me, and a new recolorizer. But this time, the machine will be thrice as powerful. I do not only wish that it wipes out every trace of the color purple. No. This time I demand that the machine can annihilate everything and everyone that bears this color. So that there is nothing left. I want Twilight Sparkle to feel my wrath directly on her own body as it slowly disintegrates and burns to ashes.
That last remark kinda makes it seem like you're not really all that trustworthy and honestly kind of a psycho. But lucky for you, I couldn't care less about that. And since I'm not purple in any way, I don't need to care. All I want is my horn. I'm in, Celestia. I'll build this new Recoloriser. And I vouch my loyalty to you.
Excellent. That vow also saved you from being assembled and cloned in the future. Smart move.
I do know your methods by now, Your Highness.
Very good. So it seems everything is settled here. You are free to do whatever you please, so long as it helps destabilizing Equestria and causing trouble for the main six. I shall leave you to it then.
Wait, one question if you don't mind. What exactly is in all this for you? Are you also loyal to Princess Celestia?
No, I'm only loyal to myself. And I have no greater goal. All I aim for is getting revenge. Once that is achieved, I will no longer care. Whatever happens to Equestria, it shall happen. Everything is acceptable, as long as she pays in the end.
Okay. Well then, good luck to us all.
Indeed, good luck.
Well, that was certainly one of the more interesting people I met recently. See, Princess, what do you know about this ominous guy?
Next to nothing, honestly. His name and his motives and the powers he possesses. But that's about everything. I do not know where he came from or where his powers stem, but he wields a mighty magic. Something resembling the reality-altering abilities of Discord.
Wow, that's some OP shit.
When he came to me, I immediately saw the potential for my own gain in this allegiance. I would have been foolish to decline him. And if all he wants is the main six, all the better. They've been a thorn in my side for too long anyways.
Then let's set our plan in motion. The sooner this Ominus gets his revenge, the sooner I get what I desire. As do you.
Very well. Then listen carefully, Doctor. I have already picked a location for the new lab. It will be a place that's no longer audible at this point.